things. I am a model, a mom of 3, a beauty blogger, an author, and occasionally I do some co-hosting for a morning show. I was about 16 going on 17 and I didn't feel good and I lost a lot of weight and I was already pretty thin. Nobody really could understand why I was so tired and eating so much and going to the bathroom all the time. And so I went to the doctor, and it happened that my doctor was also a type 1 diabetic. So sort of when he told me, it was like, you have a cold, you have diabetes. It wasn't so impactful for him maybe, but I had no idea how much my life was about to change. At that time, there were no blood glucose monitoring devices. When you were diagnosed, you went to the hospital for about 2 weeks and they took blood the old-fashioned way right through the veins, and I was literally like black and blue from so many blood draws. I didn't really understand what the changes were going to be, except now I took insulin shots to live. It was sort of surreal. I went back to school and I just kept thinking, I'm a diabetic. The prognosis for a child, I mean, I was older than 5, but for a child of 5 years old being diagnosed with diabetes, the prognosis for life was 25. So it was a huge difference. We're so many light years ahead of where we were, and that's due to all the research and the funding that's been available and the breakthroughs. The blood monitoring, the glucose monitoring was not available at home like it is now. So that gives us such great tools to monitor our blood sugars. There was no insulin pump. The insulins at that time were pork and beef insulin. And so, you know, I feel like this has been a journey. I never would have imagined that 30 years later, I'd still be waiting for that cure, because we know insulin is not a cure. It's just a way to manage your life. And you know, things have come a long way, but still, it's a daily grind. You know, having diabetes has just made me a little bit more conscious of, you know, having things, planning in advance. And it's never affected my life where I've said, oh, I can't do something, or no, I'm not going to do that. But I just prepare more. I actually have a neighbor whose daughter has diabetes. And she came to me and she said, you know, you've made such a difference in our life, because we were so afraid and so nervous that our daughter, you know, wouldn't be able to do this or wouldn't be able to do that. And here you are, you have 3 children and you have a great job and you don't let life hold you back. And, you know, you've just been an inspiration to us. I told the mother, I said, hey, listen, you know what? This is going to be a hiccup in your daughter's life. This does not define her. This is just a hiccup. She's not going to think of this as being her life. So we need to encourage our children that are diabetics to think about their dreams and think beyond their diagnosis, because it doesn't have to define you. And if anything, I've tried to live my life in the way that, you know, you look at me and after you know me, maybe you find out I have diabetes and you're like, oh, well, it doesn't have to define you. The people that I see doing very well with this disease are people that don't carry that chip on their shoulder, that, you know, are just out there living their life and focusing on the positive and, you know, not running away from what they need to take care of, and paying attention to blood sugars and insulin and levels and all those things. I do know that we need to take care of each other, and people that have enough need to take care of people that don't, and the people that, you know, are sick, that can't work, or children that need things. We need to take care of each other. I think that all of the charities and charities like this that give back, this is what it's all about. We're all family in that way, and so those that can give more should give more, and that's my feeling. Shop at thediabetessite.com and proceeds will be donated back to diabetes-related causes.